B, they want us to find the value of x for which f of x is undefined. Now, under functions, what we call undefined function or a meaningless function, this is where the denominator is equal to 0. So in case they say find the value of x for which this function is undefined or meaningless, for a meaningless function or undefined function, the denominator is always equal to 0. So now, after knowing that the denominator is equal to 0, then we shall say that since f of x is undefined, then denominator equals to 0. So we just get the denominator for this function f of x, and it is 2x minus 10, then we equate to 0. So this will have to move the other side, and we have 2x is equal to 10, and our x becomes a 5. So the value of x becomes 5 if the function is meaningless. For meaningless function, the denominator is always equal to 0. It is like now having this. If I have f of x being equal to 5x plus 3 out of 2x squared minus 32. And then they say, find the values of x for which this function here is meaningless. The moment they talk about meaningless function, for us, we don't bother so much about what is in the numeration part of it. So this numerator, we don't pay attention to it. What we do, we just put our emphasis on the denominator, that for meaningless or undefined functions, the denominator is equal to 0. So what we do, find the values of x, we shall simply say 2x squared minus 32 is equal to 0, because for meaningless functions, the denominator is equal to 0. So when this crosses to become a positive, we shall have 2x squared giving us a 32 positive. Then 2x squared is equal to 32, so over 2 over 2. And now our x squared gives us 16. But they said find the values, not value. This is where most students make a mistake. A square root of a number is either positive or negative. Now, here, when we are getting the square root of this number here, if I say under root, the moment you put under root here, put these two symbols, because this will cancel with that, but we shall now have it. This power cannot cancel with a symbol, but the fact that this symbol root means a half, so means power half. So that means if I have root of x squared, it is the same as having x squared again raised to power half. And from indices, you realize that if I have a raised to power b again raised to power c, the powers will multiply themselves and you have a power bc. So that means x squared again times a half. You see that these two will reduce with that, and then we have x power 1, which is equal to x mathematically. So that's why they say this goes with that. It goes with that, but don't cancel. A 2 and a symbol, they are mathematically different. Just take it as if it has cancelled. Now, the moment you count this side, put these two symbols, that plus or minus. Why do we say that? Plus or minus. Then instead of 16, this is 4 times 4. And then you take 1 goes with the root, and we have positive minus 4 as our x. So either x is equal to positive 4 or x is equal to negative 4. We put these two symbols for only one reason. If I have negative 4 and I square it, I'll have negative 4 times negative 4. And this gives me negative, negative, positive, and then 4 times 4, 16. In the same sense, if I have 4 squared, it's the same as 4 times 4, still which is 16 positive. So a square root of a number can either be negative or positive. That's why we add it here, these two symbols, plus, minus, then you get the square root of that number in the root side, which is 16, and the square root of 16 is a 4. Thank you for listening.